Hello, it's David Allen and you are watching Sporting Icons.
Alright, let's do this properly now. So second post-fight review for Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World and of course lineal. Now, for those of you who've seen the previous video, the judges had it a score draw. One judge had it quite wide for Tyson Fury and the other judge had it quite wide for Deontay Wilder. And the other judge had it a draw. So, that is the decision. Now, Tyson Fury did get dropped in round number 9 and in the final round of number 12. And ultimately, just going by the judges, that's what cost Tyson Fury the WBC heavyweight title. And even in the post-fight reviewers, now you've got Lennox Lewis, he's a Brit, and he's very, very good friends with Deontay Wilder and works for the PBC. He said that Tyson Fury won that fight quite clearly. I say he won that fight quite clearly. Showtime said that he did. BT Sport said that he did. But clearly the judges not. And even Lennox Lewis was saying, when a Brit comes to America, you better do something special. An absolute schooling. And knock the guy out. That's the only way you're going to beat an American on American soil when it comes to heavyweight. And this is what I've always been saying. Now, this isn't a go at America or American people, not at all. It's just how it is. It's the boxing politics. Now, don't get me wrong, Britain, not perfect, all right? But listen, for me, I gave Deontay Wilder the opening round. BT Sport and that didn't. They gave it to Tyson Fury, okay? So already, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what? Wilder might actually outbox Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was messing about, hands behind the back, doing all the kind of things that I wish to God that he wouldn't do. And anyway, I'm still stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. Now, listen, take away the result for now, okay? So, Deontay Wilder, the pros in this fight. Now, Lennox Lewis is saying that Deontay Wilder boxed terribly. Now, we all know that Deontay Wilder is a terrible, terrible boxer. We know that. But against Tyson Fury, he was doing well. He was the aggressor in this fight. It's not often you see Wilder the aggressor. He's the back foot fighter and waits to counterpunch with a right. That's what he does. Okay? But he was the aggressor in this fight. He had no fear of Tyson Fury, which is why I'm kind of surprised that he didn't start throwing the right hand a bit more often. But at the same time, Tyson Fury was catching him. But Deontay Wilder's jab was very, very good. That's just my opinion. Lennox Lewis is disagreeing with me, but for me, his jab was very, very good. But his defense is not that good. It really isn't good. So if you get somebody who can hit very, very hard, okay, and I know that there's like a lot of Tyson Fury fans out there. Listen, I'm a huge Tyson Fury fan too, but he's not the biggest puncher in the world. You put a Dylan White there, you put an Anthony Joshua there, whether you like them or not, they would knock Wilder's head clean off on that performance. Tyson Fury is a guy who's been out of the ring for 3 years, as in a proper fight for 3 years, and he goes a distance with Deontay Wilder. This shows how flawed Deontay Wilder is. But, as I said, I have to give him some props. His jab was very good, and he was quite durable. He was taking some pretty clean punches from Tyson Fury. Again, I could be a little bit critical towards Tyson Fury with the fact that he stayed orthodox the entire fight. Maybe that was the plan. Maybe Wilder, like me and like many of you guys, would probably expect Tyson Fury to go southpaw from time to time. And maybe Wilder was training for that. Maybe Wilder, his training camp didn't go very well. Maybe he overtrained because he came in very, very light. 212 pounds is ridiculous for a heavyweight, for a man of 6'7". But listen, for me, in round number 9, when Tyson Fury got clipped and he went down, for me, it was like a bit of a soft blow. I think it was more a case of Tyson was more off-balanced than anything else. But listen, it's a legitimate knockdown. So we have to give that round to Deontay Wilder. So far, I've given Wilder round 1 and a 10-8 round for round number 9. And then round number 10, another 10-8 round. Every other round, Tyson Fury. And I wasn't being biased about this at all, because I was surprised that it even went past 3 rounds to be honest. As I said, Tyson Fury in 12 months' time schools this boy, schools him, absolutely annihilates him. So the Tyson Fury of today should not have been able to do that. And big props to Tyson Fury. I'm very proud of him. Listen, okay, regardless of anything, I'm very proud of Tyson Fury to come through everything that he's gone through, to go to America and face a big puncher when his timing isn't going to be the sharpest. His punch power isn't enough to keep Wilder off you. So listen, very proud of Tyson Fury. I'm gutted, absolutely gutted for him, because he should be bringing home that green belt. But listen, it's not the end of the world. As I said, Tyson Fury wasn't supposed to win this fight. I know a lot of people put bets on it, but for me, and I can't avoid it here, I felt that Tyson Fury outworked him, outjabbed him, and Wilder was gassing for the last 2 or 3 rounds. He was gassing. He was blowing out of his backside. But as I said, I've always said, Deontay Wilder is as dangerous with that right hand in the first round and the 12th round. In any round, very dangerous with that right hand. And when Tyson Fury went back to the corner at the end of round number 11, I'm saying, keep focused. Because he's going back there, sticking his tongue out and laughing and smiling. I'm like, no. Stay focused. Even Ben Davison is smiling and laughing with him. I'm like, no, tell him to stay focused. And for whatever reason, with a big puncher like Wilder, who can clear anybody's clock, Tyson Fury had his hands down for most of the fight. If you noticed, his hands were not up. His hands were by his waist, and he was just bobbing from side to side, ducking from side to side. That's what he was doing, and Wilder just couldn't do it, and Wilder gassed himself out. But for the first time in quite a long time, actually, Deontay Wilder was throwing some pretty good body shots, and I think he actually hurt Tyson Fury as well in round number 11 with a good body shot, and you could see Tyson Fury's face like, oof. So Deontay Wilder, had this have been an in-form Tyson Fury, Wilder will get massive props, all right? But right now, listen, Tyson Fury is clearly much further ahead than what I thought he would be at this stage. I'm not going to say that, okay? I'm not going to take that away from Wilder, okay? Because as I said, Wilder did do well in parts. His jab was very good. His movement was pretty good, but he was just swinging at times, just swinging. But listen, I gave Tyson Fury every single round except the obvious round 9 and the obvious round 12, and won. But even BT and Showtime had round number 1 to Tyson Fury. So listen, I could well be wrong on that one. Maybe the only 2 rounds that Wilder won were those 2. I don't know. And I was trying to be unbiased in this one. I really was. I was trying to score it correctly and not let BT Sport influence me. But listen, unfortunately, people, we have to put up with the Wildettes for a little bit longer now. Because now they're going to be saying, well, he went the distance with the lineal champion, he got a draw, he didn't lose. Listen, if you're a real boxing fan, if you're a true boxing fan, and you're a Wilder fan or Tyson Fury fan or Joshua fan or whatever, you like these guys, dislike these guys, you know as well as I do, this was not a draw. It was not. Tyson Fury won that one by at least 3 rounds, minimum. All right? So anyway, I'm upset purely for that reason, the fact that he got robbed. And hey, listen, had this have been the other way around and it was a draw and Wilder clearly won, I would have also said Wilder won that fight quite clearly. But it is what it is. So now all the Wildettes are going to be there crying and, well, he's still the champ. Lying is what they're going to be doing, lying. But their man got away with it, really got away with it. He escaped with that belt. It's the wrong decision. It really is the wrong decision. But based on that performance, as I said, the likes of Dylan White, Anthony Joshua would clean him out. So don't expect that fight anytime soon. Both of these guys were kind of like, yeah, we'd like the rematch. But neither one of them are like, yeah, definitely let's get the rematch. So don't expect that anytime soon. But listen, it is what it is. Lesson to all. Don't go to America to fight Deontay Wilder, because if it goes to the points, you're going to get screwed, much like Luis Ortiz was about to be screwed had Wilder not stopped him. But ultimately that didn't matter because Wilder did stop him. And Spilker as well was beating Wilder, but the judges had Wilder up. Anyway, it is what it is. For me, Tyson Fury got absolutely robbed. Nothing to be ashamed of at all. But now we've got to put up with the Wilder fans for a whole lot longer now, haven't we? With all their stupidity. Not all the Wilder fans, I'm talking a section. Wilder has some quality fans, of course it does. But the stupid ones are still going to be there saying, no, Deontay Wilder should have won that one. And had that been Joshua, he'd have knocked out Joshua. You know what they're like. Absolute morons. Anyway, so it's a draw. What can we do? It's a draw. Let's see what happens. Drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.